With the recent events, it becomes essential for many people to track prices of certain stocks and cryptocurrencies. Although this can be done from various websites, it could be inefficient. So from that reason, I've made a brief research and find a really nice open source project named Ticker. It basically tracks stocks and cryptocurrencies from your terminal, and the best part is it is highly customizable. Also, you don't need to set up any user credentials, API keys and stuff like that. It just works. But on a side note, it works better on Linux and macOS when compared to the Windows. However, this is just my experience. As for this video, I will be using macOS. But if you are using another operating system, you can download its binaries from the releases section from its GitHub page, which I will provide its link in the description down below. Anyway, to get started, make sure that we have Homebrew installed. We can check it by opening up our terminal and typing brew-v. So as you can see, we got it installed on our system. Now let's move on and install the ticker itself. To do that, we install it by using this command, which we can copy from the ticker's GitHub page. Now we are ready to use it. So let's start off with the most basic use case, and that is running ticker by adding a watch list, essentially giving a list of stocks that we want to track. To do that, we type ticker followed by -w argument. Then we give the stocks that we want to add. So let's add GME, AMC and Doge USD. Now when I run it, there we have it. Sure, at this point we can give additional arguments to customize the display even further, but let's just skip that part and move on with something more useful. And that is called ticker.yaml file. This is the file that we predefine our customizations. And once we have run ticker, we can give this to it instead of specifying everything one by one. Also, it can be created on a custom location, but I will be using the default one, because that way I don't have to give it to the ticker. Now let's start configuring it. So let me just quickly open the YAML file in VS Code. And there we have it, an empty file. So let's add show tags option and set it to true. This will give currency, exchange name and quote delay for each quote. And don't worry, once we have done, I will go over every option visually. Anyway, then we give the show fundamentals option, which displays the open, close and day range prices. Next up, we give show separator option and set it to true as well. This will just add a horizontal line to make it easy for our eyes. And after that, let's add the show summary option and set it to again true. This option will show the total value, total change and total value change. Now if we move on, we can set our interval by typing interval and giving an integer, but since I will be using the default interval, I won't be adding that. However, I will be adding the watch list, and we add it like so. Now we need to give stocks to list. For simplicity, let's only add GME, but you can add more as well. And after doing that, let's give our final option, and that is called lots. This option will take our positions and will return us the daily gain or loss for each position. It takes an object which has 3 parameters. First, the symbol. For our case, let's give GME. Second, we give quantity, which is the amount of shares that we own. For that, let's give 100. And finally, the third one is the unit cost. And for that, let's say $350 because I have diamond hands. Anyway, now we are ready to use the program. So let's just open up at our terminal and give ticker. At this point, if you're not using the default configuration file directory, you can give your custom ticker.yaml file by adding the --config parameter followed by the path. But it is not required in this case because we are using the default one. Anyway, once I have run the ticker, as you can see, we get an output of our stocks or cryptocurrencies that we have defined in our configuration file. There on top, we have the summary. Then we have open, close, values, and that is the fundamentals part. And just there in the boxes, we have various information, and those are called tags. Then finally, we have horizontal lines, also called as the separators. And just by knowing these, you can easily customize your ticker application. This may seem a bit complicated at the beginning, however, once you have set it up according to your preferences, it becomes a really useful tool. In any case, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If so, make sure to hit the like and subscribe. See you next time. Take care.